During the G20 summit, the Bali government will provide free Wi-Fi to employees and students. The G20 summit will feature more than 1,800 free Wi-Fi hotspots around the island, according to the Bali provincial government. During the week of the G20 summit, which will take place in Nusa Dua on the 15th and 16th of November, many companies and schools have been advised to operate from home. The local government will install 1,834 Wi-Fi hotspots in Badung and Denpasar in response to this, making it simpler for students to complete their coursework and office personnel to perform their tasks. On Tuesday, October 11, Jid Pramana, the head of the Bali Province Communications, Information, and Statistics Office, gave a speech at a G20 virtual conference. He acknowledged that in order to lessen traffic on the roads for G20-related activities, individuals in Bali are urged to minimize community mobility during the G20 events. For internet infrastructure, we, the provincial government of Bali, have established free Wi-Fi up to 1,834 points so that business activity may be conducted online, and we have publicized this to the whole community, he said. Pramana reaffirmed that those who are employed in the hotel industry or are unable to work from home may still go to their place of business during the G20 festivities. In order to provide priority to the movement of heads of state, their delegations, and security personnel, there are anticipated to be several road closures or traffic diversion during the events week. Those who are employed in Bali, attending school, or enrolled in a university can discuss the 2 days of remote working with their company or teams. The G20 legacy free Wi-Fi sites may or may not be available to residents for the foreseeable future, according to the government. The Wi-Fi hotspots are likely to be taken down soon after the occasion. According to Pramana, he and the administration were certain that encouraging businesses like schools and companies to remain open for a few days would not have a detrimental effect. He said that in times of lockdown, when both schools and companies had to function remotely, that choice had been made. Although there were obviously long-term drawbacks to this decision, Pramana believes it to be the best course of action for the days leading up to the international conference. The advantage of this situation as opposed to lockdown is that the government is giving those who require it free Wi-Fi. We developed virtual offices before COVID-19, for example, for communication, the requirement for signatures, so there is no excuse not to work, because work is not restricted by time and location, Pramana said to the online event audience. He clarified that several government agencies will be offering their assistance online as well, either through their websites or applications. He mentioned that Samsat, an Indonesian company that provides services for automobile tax, is set up for online payments. The coordinating minister for Investment and Maritime Affairs, Luhut Bin Sarpanjaitan, one of the main summit organizers, made the proposal to restrict the mobility of people and other non-G20 guests during the summit. Although Bali's government and the G20 organizing committees have made every effort to minimize the impact the summit will have on daily life in Bali, locals and tourists should be aware that there may be transport interruptions on the roads during the week of the G20 summit. While the majority of the activities take place in Nusa Dua, there are also several field tours, working group meetings, press visits, and gala dinners that take place around Bali. Agustin Ngurah Rai International Airport has a VIP terminal created so that passengers have the least amount of inconvenience. Visits to the Tahira Mangrove Ngurah Rai in Denpasar and the Garuda Wisnu Kencana Cultural Park in Jimbaran, Badung are part of the official G20 field trips.